Hi, I'm Brian Spitz with Big State Home Buyers, and today we're going to talk about divorce. If you're getting a divorce in the state of Texas, the first thing you have to do is decide how you and your spouse are going to divide your assets. In the state of Texas, we have what's called community property, and what that means is pretty much all things that are acquired during the marriage belong to both spouses equally. The state of Texas defines community property as anything that's acquired during marriage and would include things like a 401k, growth of a 401k, stocks, bonds, homes, rental property, furniture, pretty much anything you would buy or collect during the time you're married. And when you're getting a divorce, the best thing you can do is work with your spouse to figure out how you're going to divide this property. Both of you would have a claim to it, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's divided equally. A lot of times the court will look at who's at fault for the divorce or who's been the primary breadwinner or who's going to support the children and may decide to divide the property unequally where one gets a little bit more. But for the most part, all that property is divided, both have a claim to it 50-50. And that would include everything except for separate property. Separate property is anything that was acquired before marriage. There are a few things that are included as well. If one of the spouses inherits any kind of property, specifically just to them, if the spouse is gifted property from one to the other, like a wedding ring or watches or anything that was a gift, is assumed to be separate property. Another thing that's separate property would be personal injury claims. If one of the spouses was injured at some point during marriage and got a claim, that property, those future awards belong to them solely. And last would be anything that you buy and deem as sole and separate property. So if you're married and one of you buys a property or something of that nature, and in the deed both sign off that asset is going to be the sole and separate property of one person or the other, then that is partitioned at the time of purchase. It's really important to understand what your rights are and roles during a divorce. Again, the best thing you can do is come to a conclusion yourselves about how you're going to make this division. Otherwise, it's something that the court will decide for you. And that just increases legal expenses and a lot of the heartache that already comes during the time of a divorce. If you have an interest in finding out how you can sell your house in divorce, please give us a call at 713-909-4119 or visit us at bigstatehomebuyers.com. We also have a wealth of additional information about the various laws for Texas in marriage and divorce.